It has been a while I haven't shared with you all. You know, one of the things that, first of all, lets me say this, as a child of God, we question or we ask ourselves questions like, when we face trials and tribulations and the enemy comes with things that is close to our heart, and when these things happen to us, as they always say, you don't know until it hit home. What do? Do we crumble? There are times we will cry, there are times where we will feel that hurt and disappointment and that pain. But there's one thing that I hold on to. I hold on to where God have taken me from and where He have brought me from. I mean, we can be so easily distracted. And there's something that happened to me that really touched me. And what I do is, I often tell people, we hold on to the story of Job. One of the things that I love about Job is that even though Job was affected, he was affected with what took place with him, because it was a situation where it happened rapidly. It was one after the other. It was his servants keep coming at him and saying, this is what happened, this is what you lost, this is how much cattle was gone, this is how your daughter and your sons was killed. And because of that, because of the sudden rush of events that took place so much, Job could have lost his mind. He could have given up. He could have quit. But then when his wife came to him and said, curse God and die, there and then he could have, because she would have been so close to his heart, he could have given in and he could have done it. Sometimes our own loved ones might say things, or they may do things, and it may cause us pain. One of the things that I love is that even though when Job's wife said that to him, he stood. And there and then, to me, that story tells me he knows who his God is. That if he have lost everything, and one thing I want to share is that when you lost everything that you worked hard for, and it happens so quickly, where is your faith? We preach about faith, we talk about faith, but preaching about faith is so easy. And faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. And when we cannot see our way, or we cannot see what is taking place before us, how do we deal with it? How? Because what we can see, we're sure it is there, we are secure that it's there, but what about the things that we can't see? How do we have that faith? And preaching faith is all good and done. I'm not against those who preach faith, but living faith is totally different. Some of the things that we don't do, we can walk by, they say we walk by faith and not by sight, and correct me if I'm wrong. Walking by faith and preaching faith is two different things. And what we need to do and tell our members is that we need to teach them the right thing, because we talk about faith, but when situations come and we ought to live by faith, it's a total different thing, and that's where we crumble at times. But Job held his faith. Job held his faith. He held his faith, even though his wife came up against him, even though his wife told him all the above, curse God and die, he held. And because of his heart condition, because of what Job have passed through, because of his heart, because how sincere he was to God, how faithful he was, Even though he sees sores on his skin, and he didn't know, when it will be healed, if it will be healed, he held that faith. I want to say something, and a lot of people won't agree with what I am about to say. I am going back into preaching. It's not that I want to discuss. I'm going back into preaching. But I have no reasons to compromise of where the preaching is. Some may like it, some may not like it. I've graduated from in November, in February, and I have stopped. I've held back. Then I made a promise to God that I'm going to start back ministering. My YouTube channel was put on a hold for a while because of many reasons. And then things that happened one after the other. Within that season, there was a big scandal in ministry. Sometimes when your own hurts you, it is much more painful than anything else. Sometimes when the closest people are wrong there, when you think they have your back and they disappoint you, it's something else. My mother said to me, she said, Rosie, you're not tired of loving people. She said, because you'll bounce back and love them again. She said, you're tired of being disappointed. And then for years, I thought I was tired of loving people, but love is in my nature. But I was so tired of being disappointed. And she said, when you go on in life, and as time goes by, you have to realize that being disappointed is part of all of it. Today, I have decided there are some things in the eyes of the public that needed to mention. When I had the salon opening, my mother said to me, she said, don't hide anymore. And today within myself, I decide I'm not going to hide anymore. So I just want to say that when things happen to us, and we feel like we don't have the strength to go on, or we feel like if we are discouraged, and we feel like if we are so disappointed, keep loving, keep forgiving, because when you don't forgive, you are only hurting yourself. Forgiveness is not about the other person. Forgiveness is about you, and you have to forgive. Because if you don't forgive, it's going to poison you so bad that is only going to affect you and nobody else. Today I bless God. I bless God today for so many things. I bless God first of all for my husband. Thank God for him. And yes, you hear me correctly. I thank God for him tremendously. My son, I bless God for him. And those who have been with me, standing with me along in this journey, Dr. Valdez and Pastor Annette, Apostle Joe and Apostle Shaman. Today I salute you because of our God and our King. I thank God for sending my helpmeet to help me in ministry. And from this day forth, I'm back out into preaching the gospel of God. I'm saying to those who are discouraged, stand. Stay focused. You're going through something, seek godly counsel. Not any and everybody. Those who could pray you through and strengthen you in your season. Have a blessed day, people. God bless you richly.